Hey everyone, Mr. Duel here again with another video. In this video, I want to explain why I personally think you should master using the iframe in Genshin Impact. First, let's understand what an iframe is. It's how many frames of an animation your character is completely invincible. So in this case, the sprint dodge animation. This would be either the right click on the mouse or shift on PC, or 1 on the PS4 controller, and the shoe icon on a phone. It's important that you understand this because this will increase your survivability within the game. It will help you manage your stamina, which in turn help you deal more damage to your enemies, and you'll have increased satisfaction being able to hit multiple iframes in the many different situations you find yourself in Genshin Impact. Whenever you master the iframe in Genshin Impact, it will greatly increase your survivability. You will less likely rely on a healer or even food to keep any specific character alive. This helps a ton in more difficult fights in the future. A primary example of this is the Spiral Abyss, where most enemies are likely to be same or much higher level than you. They also can hit really hard, and one hit can be certain death at higher levels in the Spiral Abyss to any specific character, definitely if they are under level. It will also help save resources with less food consumption within the open world, saving the food for more dire circumstances or even future content that may be needed. Now let's talk about the stamina. Managing your stamina can be a bit tricky in Genshin Impact. Definitely at the start when you don't have much to spare, I would highly recommend finding all of the oculi whenever possible to increase the stamina. But even at the start, you can still manage the stamina properly with the use of iframes. So instead of running around or either dodging without trying to iframe, example like dodging away from the enemy, this can deplete your stamina quite fast, which in turn leaves less time for charge attacks or just attacks in general, depending on the combos you're trying to do with a specific character. Learning the enemy's attack patterns in the exact moment to iframe will leave most enemies even more vulnerable, and you will have much more stamina to spare for a counterattack, which in turn will help you deal a ton more damage to most enemies. However, even if you do master how to iframe properly, there will be specific occasions where it will be a bit more difficult to either pull off or not even worth to do. A great example of this is when there's multiple enemies with either guns or bows at different angles. It may be difficult to pull off an iframe depending on how many projectiles are coming towards you. It won't be impossible, but it will be difficult. I will recommend taking these enemies out first if possible. It will be a great stress relief for you. Just another example is the Fatui Cryo user. It wouldn't be worth trying to iframe his cryo spray. You would just spend most of your stamina just trying to iframe it. Any enemies who have weapons similar to this in future content or in the game at the moment, I would just recommend just running away until the cast is over with. And just lastly, it's just extremely satisfying to hit iframes in Genshin Impact on multiple enemies once you have the timing right. There's just something about hitting a perfect iframe and dodging a large hilly troll slam, or just barely getting out of a Wind Fatui's grass at the right moment. So with this said, these are the reasons why I think you should perfect the iframe in Genshin Impact. I really hope some of this helps you in your journey into Vet, and have a wonderful rest of your day, travelers. Thank you for watching. Remember to leave a like and subscribe for more Genshin Impact videos in the future.